Hello everyone and welcome to this short lesson on AWS's web services. My name is Matthew Eddy and today I'm going to be talking about the AWS Glue Crawler. Now, a crawler will crawl a data source that you specify and extract the data and store it within the database. And we're going to see an example here in just a second. Now, the data source for the crawler can be another database, an S3 bucket, a CSV file, or even a JSON file. In this video, we're going to use a CSV file that is for the COVID-19 outcomes by vaccination. And that actually comes from this website here, data.gov. And if you scroll down here a little bit, you will see the file. And if you click on this CSV button here, it will download the CSV file. Alright, so now before we get started, a few things I would like to point out. One, our crawler will need a service role with the following permissions: the AWS Glue service role, and it will also, because we're going to be using an S3 bucket as our data source, which has the CSV file, it's also going to need the following S3 permissions. Now, as far as our S3 bucket, the bucket that we're going to be crawling from is this crawl demo, or this Medi672 storage bucket, and the folder is called crawl demo. And here you can see the COVID-19 outcomes by vaccination file. This is the CSV file. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. First thing that we want to do is create our crawler. I'm going to call the crawler demo crawler. Then I'm going to hit next. Now for the data source configurations, I'm going to add a data source. I'm going to browse the S3 buckets. I'm going to click on Medi672 storage and then select the crawl demo. And then I'm going to hit choose. I'm going to click on add the S3 data source, and then I'm going to hit next. Now for my IAM role, I'm going to choose the crawler service role, and then I'm going to hit next. Now for the database, we're going to go ahead and create it. So we're going to hit add database. It's going to open up a new tab. For the database name, I'm just going to call it COVID_19. Hit create database. And I'm going to go back here and I'm going to refresh. And I'm going to select that COVID-19 database. Then I'm going to go ahead and hit next. Here is where we review our crawler. So I'm going to go ahead and hit create. Alright, so our crawler is ready to go. Now, all we have to do is just hit this run crawler button, and the crawler is going to start. Now, this may take a minute or two, so what I'm going to do is pause the video, and once the crawler is finished, we will continue. Alright, so our crawler is now finished. It took 1 minute and 8 seconds. Now, if we would like to take a look at the table, we can simply just click on this tables link here. And here we can see the COVID-19 database. And we can take a look at the schema that was created from the crawler. Alright, so let's go ahead and see some of the data that the crawler has produced from the CSV file. To do that, we can use Athena. And if you would like to locate this page here, you can just type in Athena inside of this search bar. And on the editor, we're going to choose the COVID-19 database, and we're going to hit preview table. And it's going to select the first 10 items within that database. And here are some of the data that is available from the COVID-19 by vaccination CSV file. All right, so this is how we can use the AWS Glue Crawler along with Amazon's Athena to extract data from a CSV file and load it within a database and perform SQL queries on the data. All right, so that's going to be it for today. As always, if you have any questions, definitely feel free to research the AWS documentation. And as always, take care.